Hello. So it's been about 10 days now since my extremely short-lived time as a sidecar passenger at Darley Moor, and despite it being so short-lived, I still loved it and I'd still do it again, probably much to David's horror. So just coming to the end of our first practice lap, and I think what happened is I lost my footing, caught the track, and it just pulled me off and couldn't do anything about it. So down to experience, but that's how we learn. So I thought I'd show you some of the damage that I sustained to my kit and to myself. So the biggest thing really was this enormous bruising on the underside of my left arm. Though when I look at my leathers, there is no damage to that side of them at all. But then I also managed to do something to my right hand / wrist. So at the time, I couldn't wait for them to get my glove off. It was agony and made me feel quite sick. And when they removed it in the medical centre, the paramedic was convinced it was broken. I was sent off to the Derby Royal, who x-rayed it and told me, no, it's just ligament damage. So I've been wearing a delightful splint since then, which has left me with a gorgeous twat, as you can now see. Oh, look at that beauty. Nice brown thumb. Luckily I'd already got a bit of a tan, but I took it off today just to give it a bit of air because it's getting a nasty heat rash. But as you can see, it's still quite swollen. My little finger doesn't appear to be in the right place, but I received a letter from them last Friday saying that actually there is a break, and I will await further instructions from the orthopaedic department. So as of yet, I've not heard anything, but onwards and upwards, I'm trying to get it usable, ready for Donington Park, again, much to David's horror. So let's have a look at my kit. The main thing is that I think I'm going to need a new helmet. The paramedic, the marshal weren't sure whether it would be accepted now or not because I have scraped it along the back, but other than that, it's not too bad. Little scrape on the front. There's grass inside it, which I'm not quite sure how I managed to get inside. I remember tasting some in my mouth when I got back to the medical centre. But they've left my British Motorcycle Sport sticker on there. But that's the scuff on the back. It's taken the outer plastic layer off and the paint, so I'm not sure where I stand with that. It's not worn through though to the inside. There's my gloves, are actually still intact, so they've done their job again. Just a bit of greenery. Always a nice addition to your kit. My poor boots, well, luckily I didn't go any further because it wore through the toe end, the toe cap on my right boot. So I think that must have been where I caught the ground and came off. The other one's not quite as bad. So these are going to become a lovely decorative set of planters as a reminder to myself that I'm a bit bonkers and like to do these things with zilch experience. And then my poor leathers need a bit of repair. Focusing, there we go. So it's the stretch panel really on my right arm has been snagged. I've got this crazy pattern going up the arm. I'm not really sure what that's off. Obviously I've caught something. Looks like it caught a nail, but I wouldn't have one on the track. Some lovely scuff marks just to add to the prettiness of them. David always tells me a good set of leathers are covered in scuffs, so they've been christened. Nice big scuff there. So that's about it really. So if anyone would like to sponsor me for a new helmet so that I can enter Donington, I would be eternally grateful. and pretty much willing to do most things to get one. But yeah, let's keep trying to heal this gammy hand up, and hopefully it'll be the first time a Mr. and Mrs. have been on the same grid. We shall see. Who knows? We'll update you soon. Goodbye.